Hey there, everybody. I just got off the camera. There we go. All right. Morning. Can you guys see me okay? I have to keep the blinds closed there because the sun is right in the wrong spot. I don't see anybody in chat yet, but I'll give it a minute. I'm actually going to take my glasses off because I can see better for this, but I'll check again in a minute. Maybe everybody's busy. Fair enough. Oh, there's Gladys. Hello, Gladys. Thank you for joining me. I'm doing some stitching. Just let me get this one more white stitch done and I'll show you what I'm up to. Okay, there. That's a bit more orientation. There we go. That's what I'm working on. I know my thumbnail's going to be sideways, but not much I can do about it. Hi, Kim. Hi, Lori. I'm considering making this for my friend who's going to be the new grandma. As like maybe a wall hanging or a door hanger or something. And I know some of you saw that baby coat the other day. My video, when did I upload it? Tuesday, I think. I was thinking especially that cloud fabric I bought, I think that would go good with this, don't you guys think? Because it has the yellow and the pink, and this blue in here has got semi-purpley tones. It's hard to tell in this camera, but that is DMC 3848. Those half stitches. So I think that would look good. I would want to border around it with some fabric. Maybe one of the ombres just to set it off, and then I can use the cloud fabric as the backing or something. I'm not entirely sure exactly what I want to do, but that's sort of in my mind at the moment. Okay, let me just finish these 3 white stitches, and then I'll go back to checking on chat, because I gotta put my glasses back on. Getting old, you know. I want to go over my next few live schedules because there is going to be a change in June. So just hold on one second. Let me get these out of the way because then I'm done with white for the time being. Can't pick the... There we go. Having trouble. Can't pick the needle up. Yeah, sorry, I tilted up the screen so you could see me better. But it's harder to see what I'm doing. But I'm stitching white on cream fabric. You're not going to see a whole lot anyway. Let me just tuck this in. Okay. There, let me show you the book too so you know what it looks like. Okay. In the example in the book, it's made up like a card, sort of. That's kind of cute too. Anyway, okay, so. Oh, Lori's lurking because she's cleaning the fish tank. No worries. Thanks for joining anything. Yeah, that's what I thought. Kim says it would go well. I don't even know that I was thinking of this when I bought all the fabric for the quilt. I just thought it was cute, and then afterwards as I was working on it, was like, hey, hi, Elson. Thanks for joining me, everybody. So, next live, 2 weeks from now in June, is the 6th. I'll do that, that's fine. That is my father's 92nd birthday. My father-in-law, pardon me. And we're doing a family thing the next day, but my husband's sister is coming into town the day before. We might actually go and just do a quick dinner with them and Dad on his actual birthday, because the whole family thing's the next day. So, here, I'll turn there in. That's a bit better. And then I can't do my live on the 20th because I'm going to Alberta with my children the 3rd week of June. We're gone on whatever the Saturday before Father's Day is. The 14th? 15th? Anyway, we're gone from Saturday to Saturday. And I don't know, I mean, I'll film and everything, but I don't know what Wi-Fi is going to be like at each place we camp at. And I don't know what we're going to be doing, so I don't know if I can upload, and you know what I mean? You'll see it all eventually in my travel playlist, but whether it's going to be as I go or not, I highly doubt that. So, ooh, oh, here's a little tight. Sorry about that, everybody. Whatever. It's been one of those mornings, you know? Anyway, so yeah, that's what I thought, Alice. And they I must have been thinking about it in the back of my mind without realizing it, or close enough anyway. I just thought it was cute. Yeah. So I can't do a live on I think it's the 20th. Whatever that 3rd Friday is, I can't do that one because we could be traveling that day. I don't really know. My daughter's booked the whole thing. It's her plan. I'm just going along with it. So I will push it back to the last Friday of June, which is like the 27th or something. And that'll be the beginning. I know my Canadian friends might not be around then, because Canada Day, that's July 1st, is always Canada Day, and that happens to be a Tuesday. So that's where the long weekend will start. But whatever, I'm probably around not doing much. We are doing a Canada Day thing with a bunch of friends and family members on Canada Day, but the weekend before that, I don't know. So I will do it on the 27th instead for whoever happens to be around. That will be the out of schedule stream, just because. And I will do the regular scheduled one I'm going to do is on the 4th for my American friends. If you're going to be celebrating your own national holiday. We just do ours first. So I understand if you're busy and you're out of town and you're whatever, like, I get it. But I will do it anyway because the 4th is a regular old Friday for those of us here in Canada and the UK and wherever. It's only your holiday in the States. So I'll just do what I can do, and who's ever around, I'm here. If you're busy, no worries. I get it. So there you go. That's my plan. I'm trying to finish up the star. He needs a little bit more yellow. It is mostly, what am I using? 743. This sort of goldeny yellow. And then there's a little bit more of the light blue goes around him. And then the pink comes down farther, and then there's other writing down here. So, I'm going to carry on with yellow. The yellow of the ombre fabric is pretty close to this color of yellow. And there's a lot of yellow in this, so I think I'll probably take a little piece. I mean, I'm talking skinny border, like maybe an inch, like tiny. Most likely I will do that, and whatever I do, it will not be big. Just to offset it a bit, to give it an edge, you know what I mean? Or maybe I'll just mount this right onto the yellow fabric. I don't know. I could do that. I could put some batting on the back of it, make it a little poofy, maybe. And then I could sew around it fairly tightly with like some cream fabric or some cream thread, pardon me, that kind of goes with this Aida, or at least doesn't look really obvious. And then I could fray the edges, maybe. That's an option too. I have made some wall hangings before, just not a load of them. All right, let me just consult the, okay, there we go, make sure I don't screw this up. Okay, I should go downstairs and film the wall hanging I have outside the bathroom down there. It's okay. I think it was one of the first ones I did, and it was a long time ago. But it turned out not too bad. And I made another wall hanging. I forget what the project was. I made it for a friend. And she's happy with it, so. Mounting it would be nice on the quilt, and make sure to actually knot all your threads as you stitch this one. Yeah, I'm stitching with 2 strands, and I pull it through like I make a knot on the back, right? As I pull it through. Yeah, whatever I do, I will show you guys down the road. I'm just kind of mulling it over in my mind right now as I'm working on it, because I'm not really sure what I want to do. Originally, I thought just to like back it with some interfacing to make sure it's, you know, kind of sturdy and all the threads are tucked in, and then sew a border around it with something, likely the yellow, and do a backing, and then just like, you know, sew it right sides together, maybe some batting, I don't know, and then just flip it around, like turn it inside out and sew the edge down. Situate a ribbon in there somewhere before I sew it around. You know what I mean? That's probably the easiest option, but we'll see. I think it would look cute and all. Right? Like a pillow, kind of. A semi-flat pillow with a ribbon. That might work. Will also depend on when I finish this and how much time I have to make it. That might determine the method. We'll see. Oh, hang on. Kim's got to... Put the glasses back on because Kim's writing something. Okay, all right. Kim found a piece of... Hang on. Now I got to... My eyes adjust. Beautiful blue Aida with what looks like clouds. At Hobby Lobby, under $5 for an 18 by 14 piece, already packaged. I bought it. Oh, Kim, that sounds like a great deal. I bet it's lovely. When cross-stitching, what's the best length of threads to work with? I've heard several different ones. I suppose just do what's most comfortable for you. I've been stitching for 30 years, and my grandma taught me even when I was a teenager. So, I don't know. Okay, so for example, this piece of 743 I'm stitching with. I'm using 2 strands, so I'm using 1 strand. That is, hang on, and then I'm going to double it up, right? So, whatever that is. Hold on, I'm just going to go up to my mat over there, and I'll measure it, and then we'll know. 1 second. Sorry you got a boring view for a second, but I want to measure this. Okay, so, hold on. 1 piece is... I'm probably too far away for you guys to hear me good, but I'll shout a little bit. Okay, whoa. Okay. This one strand is 31 inches. So when I double it up to stitch with, it'll be about 15. Does that make sense? And I sort of do, like when I pull a strand out, look, I've got a fresh one. I kind of do like my arm length, sort of, you know what I mean? Like when I start a fresh strand, pull it out, cut it off the... But sometimes you only have like a couple stitches, so then you only need a little piece, right? Hi, Nicola! See, yeah, see, there's Allison. I go fingertip to elbow, 18 inches. Like, right? That's kind of not rule of thumb, but a not bad length to start with. And Nicola says, hey, Kelly, my lovely. Thank you, Nicola. It's mid-afternoon for you, isn't it? In the UK? In England? Oh, okay, I really cannot see this chart with glasses on. This is bad. I'm peering nearsightedly at everything. Okay, what do we got here? On the line. Okay, there's 2. All right, that's good. Okay. So those of you that are here are getting a sneak peek of this because it's going to appear in my floss tube video for May, which will be end of the weekish sometime next week. Okay, there's those 2. All right. End of the white on the line. Got it now. Whoops. I'll scoot this down a little bit so you can kind of see me here. If I sit this way, can you see it? I'm sure the lighting here is terrible, but you guys can see this. I don't have a fancy setup like Nicola does. Kim says, thank you very much. I've heard 12, 14, 18, and even 24. Whatever's comfy, Kim. I mean, really. And Nicola says, happy Friday, all bank holiday weekend. Here about to finish work in 10 minutes and 3 days off. So you have a bank holiday the same as the Americans have Memorial Day then, right? Isn't it Memorial Day on Monday for you guys in the U.S.? It's always the following Monday from Victoria Day here in Canada that I think. Okay, 2 there and 3 there. Together. Ooh, I might have just enough. I might have just enough. Kim, do you have an idea of what you're going to stitch on that cloud Ada you got? Do you have a project in mind? We have a regular old weekend this weekend, but it's going to be nice. It's been dry since about Tuesday, and it's going to hold out through the weekend until like Monday night kind of idea. So we're going to do some gardening, and my husband's going to take the pressure washer and clean off the back deck because it gets all gross over the winter with rain and everything, right? So get that tidied up. Because last weekend, for Victoria Day, when that's kind of the, you know, the kickoff to stuff, people go camping and we get the gardening done and mowing lawns and blah, blah, blah. Poured rain the whole weekend, pretty much. So there was no gardening, there was no nothing. Figures. And sometimes at the end of May, it's roastingly hot. So, you know, just kind of don't know. We haven't turned the AC on yet. That's probably coming up soon. It hasn't got, oh, I got my eye again. It hasn't got real hot during the day yet. That's sort of more end of June-ish. Let's hope for good weather on Canada Day, because sometimes it's crappy then too. And then sometimes we're sweating like pigs on Canada Day. So, hey, you never know. Could be anything. Okay, 3 more and then I'm done with that part, right? Yes. Okay, 1 second here. All right. The changes in the yellow on the star are kind of subtle. Because one is 744, one's 743, and they're not that different, but it actually is hard to tell in this light, but it is different. Okay, just a second, I'll come back to chat. Well, get in there. I know I'm not drinking coffee today because I'm going out later on with my friend for coffee, so I don't really want to have too much and be swimming in it. But we're not going till 10:30. She's got to take her dog to the vet first. Okay, there's those. Okay, there's that. Hang on 1 second. Update ya. Okay, so this one, yeah, this is one leg of the star done right there. That's what I was just doing. Just underneath there is some 742. There's, I don't know, 6 or 8 stitches. It just kind of shades that star leg a bit better. And there's also like the leg that comes down. Oops, where is it? Right here. The leg that comes down there. There's some 742 on that part. But over on this part of it, there isn't anything. It's just more yellow. So he's just about done. And then I got to bring all the half stitches down, which I might do later on. I don't know. We'll see. I'll stitch on this for the next few days and then put it away. It's super easy to whip those half stitches off, so. Okay. Kim says, oh, Alex has joined us. Hi, Alex. And Queen Bee. Hello, Queen Bee. Thanks for coming in. Good morning to all who are here, she says. And Kim says, yeah, camera position. Yeah, sorry, Alex. I'm fiddling with this as best I can. Okay. All right. Missed lots of chat here. Yes, yes, Monday's Memorial. That's what I thought. Okay. Queen Bee's legacy. Good morning on half of my godmother, Queen Bee. Oh, her goddaughter. Okay, sorry. I missed a bunch of chat. Okay, I'm catching up. Allison's using 1 thread on my 36 count, but for looping 2 thread stitching, I'm the same. Doubled up to about 16, 18. Yeah, around there. Alex says, hi. Oh, no! Queen Bee got bit by a spider. Yikes. Well, good of you to take on her channel, then. That's kind of you. And Nicholas says we have a bank holiday either side of May, first and last Mondays. Got it. Okay. Yes, Alex, I did have to position. I'm sorry. I do what I can do. And Kim says, I appreciate the help, ladies. It's been quite a while since I've done any. I'm thinking about a pattern I got from a local cross stitch shop. A snowman and a red truck. Oh, I bet that's cute. That'll look nice on the cloud fabric. Oh, Kim says it's supposed to be cold and wet through Memorial Day. Yeah, you had the same weekend. You got the same weekend coming up as we had last weekend. Figures. And Allison's enjoying her cup of still. I did see the community post, Miss Precious. I didn't read the whole thing, though. I just noticed it went, oh, something's going on, but I was in the middle of doing like 5 other things, so I didn't get a chance to read it. But I will go back and read it, so not to worry. But thank you for telling us anyway, so that's a good update. Kim says, That's so cute. I used to have a leaflet that had 50 different Christmas ornaments. It's gone missing. I had a book from a long time ago that had little motifs. Some of it was Christmas, some of it was like gardening related, and the whole thing fell apart and I lost half the pages, so I just tossed it. I've had it for years though. It was just gone. Oh, Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. Hi, Laura Lynn. How you doing? Kim, you can often find good Christmas ornaments in like magazines and stuff too. Hey, Laura Lynn. Okay. Oh, Queen Bee's Legacy says, thank you for reading my comment. She sends her hellos. Good, good. Laura Lynn says, cheers with my nice hot fresh cuppa. It's raining buckets and buckets. Oh no. So you're getting all the rain too. All the cool kids are here. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining me on your Friday, everybody. I know people are busy in there. Is that a little bit better? You can see me? I still haven't figured out how to get my phone because that video ninja, whatever I was using, the domain's gone. Like, pff, well, great. They probably didn't pay their thing or they're having problems or whatever. So, oh, great. Now what am I supposed to use? Whatever. Okay, so, let me see how many I ought to do on this part of the star. Those, I've got 1, 2, 3. Maybe I should do the 742s first. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, let's put this back before it goes awry. And I lose my piece. Gladys had about 3 inches of rain last night. Good lordy. That's a lot of rain. Did you get flooding, Gladys? That's not good. Oh, the other day, who was it? Somebody had a community post. I know, Donna, Handmade by Ying. Wherever she lives, Maryland, Pennsylvania, something like that. They had flooding too. Their basement got flooded. Because she had a post they couldn't do the live because they were cleaning up the basement. Yikes. Is that a sparkly shirt? No, it's not. Why, do I have glitter on me or something? No. No. I don't know what on me though. I'm gonna have to, I just threw this on this morning when I got dressed. Yeah. It's like, oh, I gotta get ready, I gotta do my live. Some mornings it's great, I'm ready, it's not this morning. I was like, oh crap, 20 after 8, Yeah. So I have to change this before I go out in public with my friend. But it's okay for right now. You guys get to see me, whatever. Gladys said, oh, they had a thunderstorm last night. Ah. Yikes. Kim says, Gladys, that's what headed up here. They're saying in Kansas City we could get 1 to 2 inches depending on where we are. Ooh. Hope all is well, Kim. You don't get any flooding or like power outages and stuff like that. That sucks. We didn't have any issues last weekend about that kind of stuff. It was just too rainy to do anything. The river came up a little bit. That happens in May. There's no warnings of spring freshets or high stream flow or anything like that. At least not around here. Other parts of BC, maybe. You know, it rains on the mountains and runs off real quick, and it happens. Oh, Laura Lynn says, must be the camera. Light looked a bit sparkly to me. Yeah, no, not. I do have some shirts that have sparkles on them. Just is not one of them. Okay, let's do 742. This is a slightly orangier color, I guess you could say. They're like the highlight on the star, kind of. It'll be slightly more obvious when it's all done and I show you guys it eventually, but right now you kind of get the idea. This is the Angels book that I'm working from. And yes, I put my floss in my mouth. I know you're going all, ooh, gross, gross, gross. But I do wash my projects before I do anything with them. When they're done stitching, I wash it. You know, some lukewarm water in a bowl, a little bit of dish soap. Right? It's not that bad. Oh, thank you. Laura Lynn says it's a pretty color and looks lovely on you. It's sort of a light turquoise, I guess you could say. Aqua. No, a bit darker than aqua. Light turquoise. It's from Northern Reflections, I think. I buy a lot of their t-shirts because they're good quality and they last a long time. They don't like get that pilled, like, you know, when you wash it, it goes all bleh, right? They don't do that. They last for a long time. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's, can you guys see me here? Turn it down a little bit. There. So I'm going along the bottom part of the star. The light's crazy in here. Yeah, they have nice t-shirts. Yes, they do. And if you can get a good sale on, like 2 for $55 or, you know, like whatever. Sometimes they have different sales on, so. The plain ones are cheaper. They have some with patterns on them and stuff. They're more expensive, like another $5 or whatever. But the plain colors. And they do have V-necks too. I like the rounded neck better, but I have some V-necks. But sometimes V-necks dip down a little too much and you get a little bit of show going on, so I don't like them that much. Laura Lynn says, I had a sweatshirt I love from there. Lost it in Banff National Park on a hike. Oh no, bummer. I don't know. You probably weren't in, Laura Lynn, when I was talking about my upcoming schedule. There weren't that many people here yet. I don't think Nicola was either. June is going to be a bit different just because I'm going to Alberta with my kids. So one of my usual days is when we're out and about. We could be traveling, we could be doing stuff, and I'm not doing live. So I'll be adjusting my schedule for June. So at some point we will be driving through Banff. Well, not the city, because the highway's not there. There's a whole lot of parking lots along Highway 1. And you park in there, and a bus takes you into Banff town. It's not a very big town. Because if they have throngs of tourists in there, it's a gong show. So they don't let you drive in there. But that stretch through there on Highway 1 is incredibly boring. Incredibly boring. We will go that way though. It's the usual route we took to Olds because we're not staying in Olds, we're staying in Drumheller. For the people that are not Canadians, the town of Drumheller, Alberta, nice little town. Not that much to recommend it, but it's a nice little town except for the Tyrrell Museum. Because it is in the Alberta Badlands, and that is the big dinosaur museum, and it is very cool. And we will be going there. So you're actually staying in Drumheller. We're going to stay in Revelstoke, well, near Revelstoke, Canyon Hot Springs. It's past Revelstoke towards Rogers Pass on Highway 1. So you can look it up on Google Maps if you want. I'll have to get gas in Revelstoke because my son's truck is going to be what is pulling my daughter's tent trailer. Because he's got a bit more room. He just got himself a tonneau cover so we can put stuff under there. My daughter usually, she has a Pathfinder, and she usually pulls her tent trailer with that, but we thought there'd be a bit more room in the truck, so. Okay, there's that. There's 2 there right by the eye, correct. Okay, that's good. All right. There. I think I'll keep that piece because I need how many? 6 or 8 more? Yeah. I'll keep this piece because I don't want to waste it. It's enough to stitch the other stitches. But because it's got a cut end, I can't do a loop start, so I'll just tuck the stitches underneath the other ones, like, or stitch over top of them and cut the tail off after or something. Okay, I'm just going to keep that in that needle over here on my magnet and use another needle. Okay. Put this away. And we'll flip that back up. There we go. Can you see me again? There. So, that one leg of the star is all done now. With the, can you see the 742? It is slightly darker, so there is a nice gradient effect between the 3 yellows. Looks cute. Okay, let's catch up on chat. Yeah, I bet you missed it. Gotta run, Kim. Thanks for coming in. I hope you stay safe. Big hugs. Oh, Laura Lynn, right, you grew up in Calgary. Bound for the regular trip. Lovely place. Yeah, it's... I never actually been into Banff. My daughter has, because when she was at vet school in Olds, they went to a conference there. So she's actually been in Banff. But I have not. I've only driven by on the boring piece of highway. So. Alright, what time are we at? Just after 9. Alright, so I'm going to probably shut down because you don't need to see a ton of this. I will do more on this and then it will be in my floss tube. It's easy to stitch up. I might even do a bit more of the half stitching. Bring it down a bit farther. Excuse me, everybody. Sorry about that. There goes my eye again. So, all the best for my American friends for your long weekend, and I hope you don't have crazy weather and can get out and do fun things. And we'll see how the gardening goes. I might take a few pictures, but we kind of do the same thing all the time. Pots up on the deck, and excuse me, there's a couple we put like either side of the garage out front, and I've already got hanging baskets up. Last week in the rain, my mom and my daughter and I went and bought baskets. But we didn't look too closely because it was pouring rain. So, oh goodness, now I'm coughing, so I better go. Oh, Allison, you should try and go, I guess. My daughter thought it was great. She loved it. But just be prepared for yawningly boring highway getting there. Thank you, Laura Lynn. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your time. What a sweet thing to say. I like to chat with my friends. I miss you if I don't catch up. Oh, good gravy. All right. Excuse me. I guess I got to get a drink. Sorry, everybody.